Hey people, Sylvius here. My cursor's working for a short period of time, and now it's not. While I would like that to be fixed, of course, I'm also actually just interested in, like, the mechanics behind that particular problem. Like, why is it happening? Anyway, so yeah, last time I dropped off in Upper Exile. I'm still in Upper Exile here. Exploring my way around. Alright, we got a whole bunch of nothing up here. And... oh, so on a side note, right? I think I just had possibly one of the most disappointing dinners ever. I had, this, like, turkey something, and then I made, like, boiled carrots. But, the turkey was no good, so instead of turkey and carrots, I just ate a pound of carrots for dinner. A pound of carrots. A lot of water from the river to the east has been trapped here for some time, growing increasingly stagnant and foul. Normally, you would expect to hear lizards or bat noises in a cave like this. However, the tunnel is completely, eerily silent. There's a massive and mercifully empty nest here, formed of piles of rocks and moldy branches. One of the things holding the nest together among the branches is a two-tined scissor-karai spear. Take. As you turn back from the dead end, you hear a bizarre resonant keening from far to the east. As the sound echoes across the swamp, you look to see what's causing it. That's what's causing it. Wait, where'd it go? Ah, there it is. Shambler. This is, as I remember, one of the toughest things I encountered for a long time. Now, I might still be able to, like, effortlessly crush it. It depends. Also, it kind of depends on where it's at. Okay, there it is. So it attacks twice and deals 4d10s each time. It's immune to poison, cold resistant, has 100 HP. It's not a bad monster. I think we'll be fine here, though. But we do want to thin its HP down as it approaches. Also, we're doing that pretty well right now. I was considering that I might need to cast Bless, but I don't think I'll need to cast Bless. Now, sure, its maximum damage per turn is technically 80, but still. I was considering using some, like, different spells, but I don't really have that many different spells in the first place. Oh, poor thing, it ran out of action points before it could even attack. Too bad. Well then. Man, I remember that being so much more of a threat the first couple times I played this game. To be fair, though, I don't really have a good grasp of what my actual, like, strength level is at this point. So... I just kind of wanted to clear that little bit of dark out. And now we'll kind of go up this way. At this point, I'm basically clearing out majority of what could be considered the Upper Exile's, like, entire area. Let's fight those guys. It gives me a certain amount of, like, happiness to fight enemies that are purely melee-based. That way, I don't have to go chase after them. I can just wait for them to approach me. I mean, I could, like, partially engage them myself. But I like doing it this way. Because I'm lazy. And that really is, like, the sole reasoning behind it. Because I'm lazy. Alright, Gandalf is kind of eating it a little bit too hard right now. Good job. Oh, I pushed the wrong button. Twice in a row. That was kind of awesome. My, like, finger slipped. Alright. Let's loot our stuff. Hey, maybe that crystal will actually be worth something. Now, I did want to here go through and do the little thing where I, you know, swap everybody based off their EXP. So 1184. 1455. 1507. Wow, is the Pope way behind. Alright. So Lizzie needs to go in front of Kitty. And Jack needs to swap with Kitty, I think. So yeah, Kitty's 1455, 1507, 1469, which puts Sylvius just in front of Jack. And where's Gandalf? 1599. Alright, I either need to get the Pope a new weapon or somehow get him more experience points. Because he is by far the weak link right now. I feel like there was a chance that something might happen at that, but nah. But nah. Alright. Yeah, that looks like the kind of spot I could walk through. You have slipped through a well-concealed path among the forest of stalagmites and found yourself on a beach isle with small pink mushrooms. There is no sign of humanoids having been here before. At the end of this isolated beach, you find a pleasant reward, a small patch of high-quality worm grass. Some fronds of this prized alchemical ingredient are ripe for the picking. A patch of worm grass has not yet recovered from your prior depredations. Perhaps you return tomorrow. Some of the alchemy ingredient-esque places you can hit twice. Some of them you can only hit once. Alright, we got Ogres and sliths. Now, I think if I move up a little bit beforehand, I can get a little bit better effect. Although I did move too far there, because I still want to have my whole team be able to move into position. I probably should have considered just having Gandalf throws Bless out right from the bat. God, you people suck. Oh, well, good job, Jack. Gandalf, give us a Bless. Really, there's only one Slith in that whole party? 1 damage! Good job, Pope. At that rate, you'll level up never. I don't really know how I can get the Pope to level up better. Oh, I almost hit end battle without looting. I would have cried. Anything up this way? Nah, it doesn't look like it. Anything in here? Nope. I thought maybe there would be something in there. What do we got in this party? Slith Zerkai and Slith Warriors. Now the Warriors are a little bit more threatening, mostly due to the fact that they have ranged attacks. Moved up too far again. And also, you know, because they're just in general stronger. There we go. Come on, Pope. Oh, Pope. You suck at life so much. I'm just gonna have Jack and Gandalf wait. Oops, I meant to say I'm gonna have Jack and Gandalf do nothing, not wait. Good job, Pope. You managed to do literally something. A little bit of a disappointing loot run there. Alright. It does look like this... Oh, hey, they ran away from me. It does look like this upward area here is kind of sectioned off, so let's explore. Ah, I remember this now. Let's save just in case this goes poorly, because this has definitely gone poorly on me before. You don't get far into the cavern before you encounter a tight group of large, crude ogre huts. The ogres charge you as soon as they see you, bearing stone clubs and fierce, stupid expressions. There's also an Ogre Mage into the mix. Let me tell you about the presence of an Ogre Mage and what that does for how I handle things. I do want to scry the Ogre Mage so that we can see exactly what we're getting ourselves into here. The Ogre Mage is blue. 70 HP, deals 3d6s, has Mage level 6, and is resistant to everything besides poison. Incidentally, the reason why he's blue, well, I don't actually know why he's blue, but in Dungeons & Dragons, Ogre Mages are also blue. So let's see, what did he just cast? He casted Major Haste on himself. Lizzie, you go play with him. Hopefully he'll be a little bit less inclined to cast spells if you're standing right next to him. And Sylvius, you get up there too. That's how I feel when I attack sometimes. Alright. So that was kind of what I was afraid of. That spell was called Firestorm. That was the spell I spoke about before that's like a bigger range, a larger radius. It's a larger radius fireball. And he also summoned himself a demon, which I'm very concerned about. Oh, God. Nope. What we need right now is a heal for Sylvius, because otherwise he's gonna die. He might still die. I kind of want to scry that demon. I mean, I'll have opportunities in the past, or in the future, to scry demons also, but let's just scry him, so we know what we're getting into. Immune to poison, immune to fire. 3d8s, 1d15, 1d15. Mage and Priest, 3. It's not looking good. Alright, Sylvius is now diseased. Lizzie's super poisoned, and there's another demon. Okay. The mage, like, needs to die. It needs to die. Oh, God. Yeah, just keep doing melee attacks. That's not a melee attack! Alright, everything about that going on up there is really bad. It's really bad. Thank God. And they're basically doing nothing to those demons. Good. Summon the ogres. Alright. This is not going great right now. We kind of need to focus fire on, like, the demons. Alright, good. There's one less demon. Demons turn into ash when they die, by the way. Alright. Cure poison on Lizzie. I was gonna have Gandalf cast another Bless, but that's not actually an option because he's got 0 mana. That was a curse. Alright. Thank God. Baby steps, people. Baby steps. Is that another curse? Yeah, as long as the demons keep wasting their time on stupid spells, I'm fine. I don't know off the top of my head if they can cast Firestorm also, but because they're immune to fire, if they just start lobbing Firestorms in the middle of all my people, it will not be good. Alright, there's one less. And Zapope is still struggling with the ogres. Like an idiot. Major haste. It's not what I want him casting. Let me tell you. Good job, Zapope. Woo, baby. That was a tough fight. The guard slain, you search the hovels along the path. Strangely, there is no treasure of any sort. The huts have been cleaned of anything of value, even metal. You wonder where they took it. Cure disease. That's the spell I'm looking for. Alrighty. Let's control save and rest. Alright, we're good. Let's control save again. Encounter. This cave contains several crude slith nests. Not occupied by friendly sliths like you met before, but by the savage, hostile kind. It looks like only a small portion of the village population is here, but they are fully prepared to attack anyway. Slithzerkeri, slith warriors, slith mages. Now see, the mage I'm kind of concerned about. I forget exactly what they're capable of, but I'm sure it's not something I want to screw around with. Let's scry so that we can get an idea. Mage 4, 1d10, 40 HP. Alright. His potential power is nowhere near the potential power of that Ogre Mage. Still not necessarily the thing I want to... Like, I am going to charge somebody up there to get him into melee. Okay, that was just a regular flame, not a fireball. There we go. Trying to get poison on as many people as possible. Of course, they do all get one turn of not being poisoned before the poison actually kicks in. So Kitty leveled up there. Good for Kitty, I suppose. What's he summoning? Okay, just skeletons. I think this is the first time I've seen skeletons, though. Gotta make sure I scry one of them. Okay, I gotta make sure I don't kill all of them before I get a chance to scry one of them. Scry. 15 HP, 1d8. Nothing huge. We'll let Zapope get the last kills. Or we were going to let him, but he sucks. Alright. The guard slain, you search the hovels along the path. Strangely, there's no treasure of any sort. The huts have been cleaned of anything of value, even metal. Same thing. Alright, there's again a possibility I'm going to die here. You reach the final cave in this chain and find that the remaining ogres and Berserker I have banded here as a last-ditch defense against your invasion. There's considerable force ahead, and they look like they mean business. I think there's another ogre mage here. Yes, and a slith, and multiple slith priests. I don't even know. Cure disease, Holy Scourge. What does Holy Scourge do? It gives the victim a powerful curse. Okay, that doesn't really help me. Awaken, disease, wound. I was hoping I could find some kind of like potent spell to, I don't know, do something. We'll just wound that guy. I don't know. I want to scry the priest. Priest found. Priest is exactly the same as the... I think it's exactly the same as the mage. For some reason I thought the mage did 1d10. I find it interesting that the priest has slightly higher melee damage. Of course, I could be wrong. And there's a lot more fodder here than there was last time. Oh, did it just curse all of my people? Alright, yeah, I gotta get as many people on that mage as possible, because that mage needs to be dead before it summons an army of demons on me again. Let's get another major blessing out. Again, this is how I usually feel when I'm fighting monsters. Miss, 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 miss. Alright, Jack is diseased. I can deal with disease. Ugh. All these stupid summon monsters have created a really effective barrier. Alright, and we want to kill the demon before the demon alters the balance of the fight too much. Oh hey, he's hitting me. Good for him. Dude. I feel like there's at least a couple of spots up there that fireballs, I think, could be effective. Oh, did the poison just kill Ogre Mage? The Ogre Mage did die from the poison. That brings, like, almost brings a tear to my eye. And Gandalf needs healing. I should have had Jack throw the heal at, but whatever. Alright. Oh, yeah, right. He cast a spell called Martyr Shield, which inflicts damage back. Oh, that was dumb. That was even worse. Alright, he's dead. And Kitty needs a heal. Oh! Fantastic. I was like, do I move out of the electricity or do I just attack the demon? So I was like, I just attacked the demon, and then I misclicked and moved into the electricity. Alright. And quite a few people still need heals here. Ah! I get to reload. Because I left him standing in the crap. Well then. That sucked. That sucked and was, like, completely unnecessary. Because if I hadn't screwed up that move, because my cursor doesn't exist on the screen, I would have been fine. Alright, I'm not going to bother with the scry for now. I can get that later. For now, I'm going to blow the living crap out of them with fireballs. It seems that when my people level up, their HP increases. But it seems like when they level up, their SP does not increase. And I think I need to consider putting some points on the SP. Alright. Man. Alright, Jack. You need to get another fireball out, my friend. Good thing we've got beautiful target right there. Alright. At least I got one person up in the range of the mage. So hopefully the mage will waste some time on melee attacks instead of just going all out on spell casting. Great. More serpents. Great, a demon. Alright. Can we get a fireball here again? Let's see, where's a good spot for that fireball? Right there? Or maybe right there. Nah, definitely right there. Yep, right there. Jack is getting way more experience points than I wanted to let Jack get, but what can be done about it? Cast Bless again. I gotta get Gandalf up there next to the demon so that the demon doesn't do its thing. Everybody was cursed. Summoning ice lizards. A death spell. Who leveled up? I guess we'll never know. In the meantime, let's get a heal on Lizzie. That mage really needs to die. Thank God the mage died. Fortunately, I couldn't really get into the position that I wanted to be in there. Oh, we don't have enough mana for fireballs. Alright. That's not good. At least he's dead. I would like to scry the ice lizards, but I'm not wasting action points nor mana on that at this point in time. That said, besides the demon, all the enemy spellcasters are gone. So now it's just kind of a battle of attrition, as long as the demon doesn't drastically alter things. Which, to be fair, the demon can totally do. Not good. Good job, Jack. Oh, come on. Nobody can hit the demons. Oh, I forgot they have magic attacks. Powerful magic attacks. No less. Alright, we need to prioritize the ice lizards a little bit more than I've been prioritizing them. Alright. I need you to heal Kitty, who's dying. Alright. That's one dead. Nobody's having any luck hitting that. Alright, this is kind of a problem that nobody can kill the demon right now. I think the demon casts Bless on itself, is the problem. Demon just cast Bless on itself again. And Jack just ate it kind of hard. Alright. Heal Jack. Thank God. Thank God. Alright, we're getting some hits in now. The ice lizards are still the scariest thing. Was that a major haste? Oh, come on! Stop breathing on him! Heal him again. This is a tough fight. The screening elements here are kind of the problem. Alright, but we are, however, hitting that demon pretty bad, so I think things are kind of looking up. Heal? He healed himself. Don't heal yourself. Alright. Some damage is better than no damage. That's what I keep telling myself to make myself feel better about how this isn't going so well. The upside to the way this fight is rolling is that at least I'm not getting, like, obliterated myself. Everybody seems to have, like... This fight seems to be more of a, like, defensive-oriented fight at the moment. Alright, let's, heal Lizzie. Unfortunately, I don't know if you can hear that currently, or if you're going to be able to hear that soon. But today is the 4th of July, and we Americans celebrate that by exploding crap in the air. So I don't know if you can hear the fireworks going off yet. Oh, thank God for that 24 damage. Alright, I think we got this fight in the bag, basically, at this point. That warrior over there, the Slith warrior, is basically like the only half-threatening thing that still exists. Yeah, I'll send him over there to help that fight too. Perfect. I'm glad I did that. The serpents disappeared, so the fight is over. I will have Kitty pick up those razor discs. Eventually. Especially since the Pope's cap is filled. Alright. Save. Rest. Alright. Save again. At the end of the swamp, you find something rather exotic and bizarre. An evil shrine, jointly built by ogres and sliths. It is dominated by a rough-hewn statue of a large humanoid monster. One-head ogre, one-head slith, with 4 arms and plenty of other appendages as well. It's pretty nasty looking. At its base, you see that the savage monsters have been piling all their valuables at its base in supplication. There are plenty of barter goods and a crossbow in excellent condition. How much money do I currently have? 4,028. Take. You boldly loot the temple, knowing as you do that such places often have powerful magical defenses. Your expectations are fully met. The bodies of the monsters you slew rise up again to boldly fight you. Worth it. I mean, not gonna be worth it, running under the assumption that these things all kill me. But as long as that doesn't happen, it's worth it. Now, if I remember correctly, the whites are stronger than the ghasts, but only by a small margin. The real threat, well, okay, the real threats are the fact that there is a lot of them. There we go. And the vampire, because I'm pretty sure the vampire is a spellcaster. I also know that the vampires are not a very common monster to encounter in the first place, so I don't know a lot about them. I also know that everything here is basically probably immune to poison. There's the vampire. He cast Major Haste. So I'm not going to get lucky with any poisons here, is what I know. Alright. Somehow, I need to get Gandalf to get around and get into melee with the vampire. That needs to happen. God, Jack is gonna get so much EXP from all this. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think ghouls put a slowing effect when they bite you. So, the effects of haste are going to not be as great as I would like them to be in this fight. Oh, and the vampire just slowed all of my people. That's a disaster. That's like an honest-to-God disaster right there. Alright, that's my last bless. I should have given Gandalf some more SP so that he could at least cast Bless twice. at least cast it 3 times. I figured having him be able to cast it twice would be sufficient, but clearly that was not accurate. Right, at least we are grinding through them rapidly at this point. All those fireballs apparently did help. And we're in melee with the vampire, which is fantastic. I do want to scry the vampire before it goes down, just because the opportunities to actually fight vampires are pretty limited. There aren't that many of them. Now, whites and ghouls, though, you'll run into them all over the place. Summon wargs. Not too scared about wargs. There we go. People in their annoyingly loud cars, let me tell you. Scry. He's got 54 HP still. Immune to poison, immune to cold, icy draining touch. That's not great. I didn't take a look at any of it. I don't recall what his spellcasting skills were. Anyway, though, that chain of misses is thrilling to me right now. What did he cast? Major haste? Alright. Well, we're breaking through their lines, and that's the important part right now. Alright. Just keep this up. And that up. Oh, yeah. Oh, and he dropped a pile of nice stuff up there, too. Okay. Looks like Zapope has been slowed, which is unfortunate. But he leveled up, so that's the important part. Actually, Sylvius was also slowed. Kill the wargs. Ooh, hey, the wargs hit me. This fight went a lot better because of the lack of the Ogre Mage. The Ogre Mage is like the scariest thing about this whole series of encounters. Both Ogre Mages. Who just leveled up? Kitty leveled up, okay. I think, what, do all I have left are the wargs at this point? Isn't that sick? Now the real fireworks are going off, it sounds like. Alright, we got a mace and some javelins and not a lot else. Alright, well that was intense. So now that I cleared out the tunnel of the ogres and I rested, I think I'm gonna just kind of get my way back here to the front. And, alright, I'll engage these two people. And then after these two engagements is when I'll end the video, if that's cool. Might as well cast a Bless, though. Bam. Blessed. This fight doesn't look like it's going to be all that tough. It was probably unnecessary for the blessing, but whatever. Really? He didn't manage to kill them? Wow. I mean, nobody's managing to kill them. Ah. He's still backpedaling away from me. What a piece of crap. Alright, Kitty. You and Sylvius can chase him down. And I'll leave it to Sylvius, Kitty, and Zapope. Everybody else will just stand by. Not that Zapope is doing a lot, but whatever. Good job, Kitty. Good job. Oh, and a bunch of potions. Well, okay, 2 potions. Whatever. And next fight. Same things. Bless. Major bless. Major bless, no less. God, my people kind of suck. And they're not sucking any less as this progresses. There we go. Loot, 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 loot. Alright, folks, I'm going to end it here. I don't know how long this video's been going on for, but hopefully it wasn't too long. Like, favorite, comment, subscribe. Check me out on Facebook. Check me out on Patreon. You know the drill.